those demands, those claims on life now become expectations. We say expectations are resentments under construction. Expectations are resentments under construction. They're premeditated resentments is what they are. So now my expectations, because I'm not just going to say I have a demand, I have to turn this into something that is what we call cognitive, right? That egosyntonic is the fancy word for it. So I have to, so now I turn it into a rule. Well, it's an unenforceable rule, but it's a rule that this is the way things are supposed to be. If you love me, you would fill in the blank. Right. That's my unenforceable rule.
And the parents didn't do this on purpose.
No, this is a
part of the limited toolbox that they inherited, correct?
We are victims of victims. We are victims of victims. I'll say this over and over again. We are all victims of victims, which makes nobody a victim. It's just the way things are now. They can only give us what they have. That's never enough. They're in trance until they wake up. They can't pass on anything new. You know, one of the great things I see in working with people in recovery, as soon as somebody gets into recovery, you know, what we say is that if you don't transform your pathology, you're going to transmit it. If you don't transform it, you transmit it. But once you transform it, you also transmit that. You transmit the transformation.
1 second. Wait, listen. Can I just tell everybody that's in the room right now? There have been about 70 quotations that Dr. Alan Berger has shared with us during this movement. If I don't see memes, and y'all tag us both in these memes on Instagram, we are all victims of victims?
That's right.
Come on, man. Listen. Y'all got to tag us on these.
But in every effort, let's say you grew up in a household where there was alcoholics, and you say, I definitely will not, you know, be drinking when I'm older. I will not marry an alcoholic. I will not, you know, engage in it. You may truly not marry the alcoholic, which is the first step, which is great. However, you have to understand how growing up in an alcoholic household, for example, has influenced your perception of relationships, has influenced your perception of trust, has influenced your perception of alcohol in general. Are you going to turn your nose up every time your partner has a glass of wine, even though they're not, you know, an addict? But if you don't understand those things, that's great that you achieve the not marrying the alcoholic. But if you have no understanding of how all of this influenced you, there are going to be some unhealthy traits that trickle down. And one of those could be the conflict, because you saw arguing in the alcoholic household, right? Now you still have that conflict. So you didn't marry the alcoholic, but you're still bringing over that the negative conflict resolution. Same thing. That trauma, that generational curse of alcoholism, you tried it on your own, but without stepping back, looking at yourself, really dissecting the issue, it limits the chance of you really shifting completely. So there's a complete 180 in changing these generational cycles.
Wow. Are you telling me that our ancestors are a type of baton, and whatever was incomplete on their journey, they pass it to you for completion, for resolution through you?
Absolutely. Now listen to this. A few minutes ago, I said they had their shot, they had their time. But there is a memory, there is a behavior, there's a trait and a trauma. How you judge it good or not good, that's in your blood. This is why I never focus on being, I'm going to be that good. If you're just that good, there is no lesson. Lesson comes through friction. Why? That's how you got here, brothers and sisters, through friction. You weren't looking pretty having sex when the orgasm came. Some parts of your life don't look pretty either. So when you look at the baton that's passed, it has to expand and grow. Because remember, yesterday never comes back. You can look back to go forward. But to reenact an abusive behavior is not part of the process. You may be abused to get jolted to start the healing process.
Right.
Let me give you a better example. The process of reconciling with your ancestors, we call elevating them. Meaning calling up on their attributes, their characteristics, what they did, even if they went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You still call because that's part of their experience.
Right.
If they were abusers of any kind, physically, sexually, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever they were, the redemption starts for them with you not doing the things that they did.
Mm.
If you judge them as uncharacteristic of your life, the healing process has already begun. But if they were abusers and you have been abusive, that cycle is continuing. If they were absentee fathers and you're an absentee father, what do you expect for your son to be?
Welcome. This is No Class. I'm your host, Ray Grady, and this is our other host.
Zo Diggity.
Why does he pause? Why do you pause?
Because the pauses are good. It builds anticipation.
All right. But that's always a good thing.
We your host. What happened to that?
So, welcome to No Class. We're your hosts. I'm Ray Grady.
Zo Diggity.
It's going to be one of those episodes. Hey, did you get that? It's going to be one of those episodes. So, man, this show took a few months to get off the ground. Me and Zo really talked about, coming together and really doing something dope for the, creating a platform.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I talked to you about it, Zo was always on me like, yo, when you ready. And I'm like, man, I'm filming and we're doing a whole bunch of other things. Mm-hmm. And so we came up with No Class. Well, Zo came with the title. And I was just like, man, we really do have that real chemistry on camera as orators, you know what I'm saying? Leading the charge of when I do stand-up. Mm-hmm. You brought me into radio, very terrifying thing for me. But then I think once I started knocking the nervousness off, I'd like to say thank you for helping me, throughout the process of even coming to Dash.
Coming into my own as, a fledgling thespian, comedian, and now radio host. I want to pay homage and give my brother Zoe Williams flowers for his tutelage and encouragement.
So what's wrong with him, right?
Shut up, Greg.
Man, but if you don't do that, right? I always said that as being black men, cats never really keep it going with the positive energy, instead of saying like, oh yeah, appreciate that. Instead of saying, someone says appreciate that versus thank you. Right. I'm never going to listen to him that say I appreciate it. I'm going to listen to the person that says thank you. Thank you is, to me, it's more surreal, it's more personal. You know what I'm saying? That lines up under that class. It lines up under manners. You know what I mean? And so I really said, I got to tell Zoe, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Thank you for even bringing me to it.
Do you appreciate me or do you thank me now? Because you said you like.
I said if they said it to me.
Over appreciation. Appreciate.
Well,
which one do you
thank you for helping.
Like thank you.
Yeah, I like thank you.
But you ain't gonna accept it.
But I said I appreciate it, and then I said thank you.
Okay, good.
That's
I just want to make sure you thank me instead of appreciate.
No, it's gonna be the thank you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So what we did was we said, now let's do something fun. Oh yeah, this is working.
Yes, sir.
This is working. Teal.
Come on, man. Navy
blue.
Yeah.
Right?
They have no idea, right?
They have no idea. No idea. No Class will only be seen on Patreon. You guys are in for a treat. I'm ready. He's ready. We're both excited.
Sign up now. Only on Patreon. No
Ready
class.
page, ZoWhat's page. Right?
That's right.
We'll talk soon.
Yep.
Okay.
So you see that?
Beautiful.
You see that embroidered with my,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
my signature?
It is left to right. Okay.
You see that?
What's the R for that?
None of your business.
Let me guess. Ralph?
Rodolfo.
You're a lie. Rodolfo, like the actor?
That's my name.
My man.
Rodolfo.
Do you say it like that?
Well,
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
your good brother Rodolfo is here. Even before the video starts, somebody put the thumb down. It's all right. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. No, you don't. How y'all doing? I hope everybody is well. Welcome to Zolo.Mansions. It's Thursday, the 21st of October, 2021. Rodolfo. Yes. Let me just get right to it. I got a lot of stuff to hip you guys on, so we're gonna get right to it. I talked to the shipping company today. The books have been in LA for 2 days, but they gotta empty the truck and then call me to make sure that I'm somewhere near in order to get the books. I said, well, why couldn't you guys just drop them off today? They said, well, no, first we got to empty the freight and then pack it onto a smaller truck. And then you have to make an appointment for us to meet you at where you want us to drop the books off. So the books are here. They are in California. Probably this whole weekend, I'm going to be in packing and shipping mode. I printed up 2,000 copies only. But the reality of it is more than a third of those are already gone.
Wow.
I'm telling you right now, go to the Shrouded Lighthouse book, right? The ShroudedLighthouse.com is the website. Pre-order your copies now. All right? Pre-order your copies now. Because like I said, when they are gone, listen, 2,000 books equals 1,500 pounds of freight.
Ooh.
That's 1,500 pounds of books that I got to take to the third floor. Lord.
My Lord.
Lord. It's a struggle. So I'm telling you right now, once they're out of print, they're going to be gone. This is a rare piece of intellectual work. The ShroudedLighthouse.com. Pre-order. Also, we played clips from the Come to Mises Masterclass. That masterclass is still available, and all of the discounts, that's the old one.
Okay, all right.
That's the University of You. That's the first one,
Oh,
which, by the
sorry.
way, is still available.
Sorry.
People can go to ZoWhatMasterclass.com and get the first masterclass.
Okay, we go.
Somebody said, look at God. Yes. Hallelujah. No, but on the real, ComeToMesus.com. The code, the discount code is still active, right? 70% off. Sign up today, because I'm really hell-bent on flooding the internet and my platforms and my shows. I'm hell-bent on flooding, right, these airwaves with content that is useful, right? With content that help us, lessen the gap between us. As a matter of fact, I was in the cigar lounge this morning, and the brother who owns the lounge said, what is the one thing you would wish that black people as a collective could achieve? He asked everybody, and we were all sitting in there, pontificating. And then a brother before me, he answered with what my answer was, and that was unity. And then we all started to realize not the impossibility, but the improbability of worldwide unity amongst black people. You say FBA, ADOS, Nigerian, African, the continent, Polynesian, I don't give a damn, Australian. And I made a joke out of it. I said, do you know in order for unity to work, it's got to work like welfare? There's got to be a unity check dropped off on the 1st and the 15th in order for unity to work. Because unity is like spirituality. A lot of times unity is intangible, right? You don't know that doing something good by mentoring a young man or a young woman, you don't know what the outcome of that mentorship might be. Later on down the line, you got to be around to see later on down the line and say, oh, they used what I told them, or they were inspired by what I said, my encouragement or whatever. Like sometimes unity can be intangible. And I say unity got to work like welfare. You heard Bobby say it in another way. If you can't feed people, you can't lead people. And it's unfortunate that we're in that position. You know why? It makes it exceedingly difficult to live in a difficult moment without doing something that lowers our integrity, that lowers our character, that puts us in a state and a space of desperation. It's fucked up that it's like that, right? This kind of mindset has infiltrated every aspect of our culture. And it's frustrating that to achieve unity, there's got to be a payoff. You take the payoff you get out of being in a relationship with someone, whatever that payoff might be. It could be old wounds that need a certain type of abusive payoff because that's your norm. It could be calling yourself, protecting yourself from other people by creating all of these relationship demands and expectations with their desired outcomes. That might be a type of payoff. If you take all the payoff out of relationship, is it worth relating? Think before you answer. A lot of people will say, hell yeah, it's worth relating, or hell no. Higher consciousness people say, take the payoff out. Take the expectation out. The less expectation, the less disappointment. You heard in the Come to Mises Masterclass when Dr. Alan Berger said, expectations are just resentments under construction. Some people say, hell no, I'm in it, to get what I want out of it. Is it fucking up again?
Yeah, put it further down like that.
Further down.
Further down. Yeah. Here we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, better.
Hallelujah. Turn my mic up, sister.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
We got you.
So I'm saying all of that to say all of these black-owned businesses, mine included, that I put in front of you, survive because of you. And that's an act of unity. If I'm doing better, we're all doing better.
Amen.
Part of my prayers, before I do every show, Sarah tell you, Sarah, where your mic at?
Right here.
Right? I light the sage, I light the Palo Santo, and I actually pray. I pray over Sarah, I pray over the desk, the mics, everything. I pray, right?
He's a prayer warrior.
And yes, Jeff told me that he was on Kevin Samuel's show last night, and Jeff had some words.
Really?
I love when Jeff, hey man, Jeff's my brother, man, and we always solid and we always tight. And trust me, I don't really care what outside people have to say because they outside. They don't really know. And that's cool. It's not my job to correct somebody's incorrect perspective of me. So, and that's a lesson I've had to learn. But y'all got to support the businesses. Like I said, when I do well, my prayer in here is that a word comes out of my mouth that inspires you. That's reciprocity, right? That's spiritual reciprocity. I talk about it in the Shrouded Lighthouse book. You don't know where your receiving will come from. You don't know who it will come from. But your receiving, and I'm talking about receiving that feeds your soul, receiving that feeds your mind, that feeds your spirit, comes from many different places. And this is why they say God moves in mysterious ways.
Sure do.
See, because you don't understand who you might meet that may put a word on you that will change the trajectory of your life. And every time I come in here, I pray that I'm the person that says the right thing at the right moment when you need to hear it. That may change the trajectory of your life from a negative space to a positive space. This is why I encourage you to promote or to support all of the black-owned businesses. Total Package Energy.
Yes, sir.
One of those businesses, right? They got the B12 for energy. They got the energy shot. They got recovery with the pea protein. I want you guys to support this brand. This is a black-owned business that I have been supporting for over 6 years now on all of my radio platforms. Please, please, please buy all of their inventory. Can you do the same for X-Wolf? X-Wolf. Go to xlabsups.com and support them. Their commercial was at the beginning of this show. Jonathan Edwards, thank you for kicking it off, my brother. Thank you for supporting this channel using the super chat. I'd encourage everybody to do the same. xlabsups.com. Go there right now. Buy all of their inventory. Go to totalpackageenergy.com and purchase all of their inventory. Total Package Energy exists and has been able to live because we have pushed it on my radio networks for 6 years. Without me, they would struggle. They would still be around, but they would struggle. Let's not let them struggle. Let's help them, right? I appreciate this black-owned business, and I hope you do the same. CMOS Business is the website that sells my Z-Moss. Please go to CMOS Business and buy every bottle. Lord have mercy, Jesus, buy every bottle of it. Every single bottle. I got a major announcement coming up after I finish this. Okay, every single bottle.
Oh, Lord.
Buy every single bottle of Z-Moss. We're coming with new products
because you guys have supported this brand. Last month was the best month we've ever had. This month was the worst month we've ever had. Wow. So please get us back cracking. Go to cmossbusiness.com and purchase all the CMOS brands, okay?
All of them.
What else? HuriKane. HuriKane.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
HuriKane Report. Oh,
Mm.
Lord, have mercy, Jesus, and then some.
I'm sorry. It's the Lord know my heart. He know my heart. I love y'all though. I'm leaving look.
H-report.news. Go there right now. Support this black-owned business. This is the Al Jazeera of African Americans, of ADOS, of FBA, whatever you call yourself. This is our own news outlet that reports the news from our perspective. Please, please, please go there right now. H-report.news. Support, 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 support. Also, the Shrouded Lighthouse.
Yes.
That book is on Amazon Kindle right now. We are doing horribly since it came out on the 4th. I think we're ranked like 250,000th. I need you guys to get there and support the Kindle version of the book, please, right? Please get there and support the Kindle version. I know you're waiting for your paperbacks. The paperbacks are gonna go out probably next week. All this weekend, I'm gonna be packaging, labeling, signing, signatures, all that. That's going out next week. The books are here. The hardback cover is here. Paperback cover is here. I'll be packing and shipping all weekend. I will not be bothered. I will be in my home alone.
Packing, and shipping, and packing.
That's what I'm going to be doing. All right? But I'm encouraging everybody to go to Amazon.com
Yes.
and purchase the Kindle version. Mm-hmm. And please read it. And write a review. And when you get your physical copy, take a picture of yourself with your book and tag me on Instagram at HRH Mr. ZoWhat. Here's the announcement that I've been waiting to do.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, hold on.
I'm starting a new sports show this weekend on KBLA, which is Tavis Smiley's radio station. I was on Tavis Smiley's show this past Tuesday, and we debuted the coming of my new sports show. The sports show is called Nova Time, like Supernova. Nova Time with Zoe Williams and Nick Hamilton. We will debut this Saturday, Nova Time, on KBLA, 1580 KBLA. What's so dope about 1580 KBLA is that Tavis Smiley bought the legendary airspace of K-Day. K-Day was a legendary hip-hop channel that broke all of the East Coast artists over here. My show will be over there. It's going to be dope. Yes. Nova Time with Zoe Williams. Nova Time with Zoe Williams. Tavis Smiley was like, yo, this shit is fire! KBLA 1580, KBLA, Nova Time, the sports show. We was on there cutting up too. After the show was over, he was like, man, my phone blowing up. People love this. Oh my God. He had turned down about 6 or 7 shows.
Wow.
And then somebody in the know told him, man, you better go get Zoe Williams.
This man right here?
Somebody that he respects in the radio game was like, man, you better go get Zoe. Zoe one of the coldest in the game.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And so he called me and was like, Zoe Williams, Tavis Smiley. Hey, man, I heard you come highly respected. I hadn't heard of you. I hadn't known about you. I did my research. I know now. He said, bruh, come down. And when I walked into his studio, what was dope was they had my name on this little, welcome to KBLA, Zoe Williams. It's Nova time. Zoe Williams and Nick Hamilton. We got a sports show. We finna keep it one bow wow. We finna go off. This is about to be crazy.
Hey, stop.
Every Saturday, we about to go bananas. So I want everybody who follows me here to follow me there.
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Okay, you said Sunday at first.
Did I say Sunday? Thank you, Mike, for correct. It's Saturdays. Nova time with Zoe Williams. It's about to be cold. Why are you putting up all my... That goes into what I'm gonna be working on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lord have mercy, this child. This child worrisome. Yeah, your grandma. This baby worrisome. Lord have mercy. Jesus, this child worrisome.
Go back to your mama house.
Oh shit, you ready to eat or no? This child worrisome.
Your nap time yet? Jesus.
Nova time. KBLA. Tavis Smiley. Zoe Williams. We'll tell you what time. I'll be posting it on my Instagram, so stay close to the Instagram.
Wow.
All right?
Follow on Instagram.
Please, please, please support my brands.
Yes.
Please support the Shrouded Lighthouse. Support Come to Mises. Support the holographic relationship. Support the relationship dismount. Please, please, please support TotalPackageEnergy.com. Support H-report.
Report.com.
.net.
.net.
H-report.news.
News.
I know you don't be listening to me. I'm testing you. H-report.news.
It's Nova time.
No, it ain't overtime yet. H-report.news.
Yeah, okay.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Hallelujah, this child. So, please, 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 rally around me, family. I need you guys. And I don't need just your support in terms of my projects. Send your brother a prayer. I'm a person who believes in prayer.
Yeah.
Right? I'm an initiated aborisha. I believe in prayer. Right? I believe in putting things out into the universe. And I told my son a long time ago, I said, boy, so this is why you always got to show your appreciation and gratitude to people. Because it ain't what they do, it's how they feel about you.
That's a word.
It ain't what they do, it's how they feel about you. And I said, man, there's been so many people doing so many positive things for you. Bobby Glanton. You know, Bobby Glanton introduced Jerry West and Jim Brown to me and my son. Right? Bobby Glanton brought Jerry West to my son's high school game.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Jerry West comes to Beverly Hills High and told the LA Times, don't come over here and talk to me. I ain't here for that.
Yeah, don't come over here.
And then sat down next to me and said, Bobby, don't say nothing. I want to get to know his daddy. I want to talk to his pops. Knew out there dunking, bam! He said, he just came off surgery. Why is he dunking so hard? Tell him to stop it. And now me and Jerry have our own relationship. Man, a lot of people have done a lot of positive things for my baby. And I told him, I said, listen, man, always maintain an attitude of gratitude. Okay? So it ain't always about y'all buying something. Sometimes you can't afford to buy a book or a Kindle version or or both. Maybe you have to decide between one, and I understand that. But sometimes sowing into my life is sowing positive words.
Prayer reaches where you can't.
You better say it, Deaconess.
Oh, yeah, Lord. Prayer. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I ain't got nothing for positive words, nothing but positive words for other people, even those who hate on me, even those who try to denigrate and disparage me. It's okay. In your reality, because you know there's multiple realities, in your reality, I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, Lord, my
But
Lord.
in my reality, the people who love me understand my uniqueness, my greatness, my purpose. If you don't, it ain't my job to help you see that.
I don't get paid for that.
I don't. I'm not here to correct you about me. So I need everybody to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Support, 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 support everything. Hit Sarah's Cash App, please. She doesn't have to be here. She's here. And I try my best to take care of her in the best way I know how. But I would love for you guys to shower her as well, because she has done a lot of great work for us. And she has supported all of us, you know, Corey, myself, other people be reaching out to her to get her involved in their works and stuff, because she's good. She's really good. And she's learned this game, and I appreciate her, and I acknowledge her greatness behind the boards. Show her some love as well. $ Sundays with Sarah. Now, let's get to it. Put up don't date ideas.
Don't date ideas?
Yes.
You know I can't see.
Lord have mercy, this child. She done showed all my slides.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Out of order.
Oh, that's wrong. Okay.
That ain't it.
Wait,
Neither is that.
Hold on, wait. It's only got 3.
Christ alive, this child. I sent you everything.
I said we got 3. Hold on.
This child.
Wait. You just said I was good. I'm just gonna mess up. Oh my God. I think there's 1.
So I'm going to expand on an idea that I introduced in the relationship dismount, and that is, I said, don't date your ideas. And I posted it on Instagram today. Don't date your ideas. What that simply means is, if every human being is a work in progress, then that means their ideas have flaws and are not complete. To go deeper, don't date inflexible ideas. Don't date flawed ideas. Don't date limited ideas. And your ideas are usually limited by your experience. Who modeled you? Who did you model yourself after? Who is your spirit's potter? Right? What environment molded the clay of your soul? Do you understand? You carry those based on Bowlby's work, John Bowlby, attachment theory. You carry those into your relationships. If you come from a space of scarcity, when you get something, you're going to hold on to it tight 9 times out of 10, because you ain't never had nothing. So you're going to be Elmira. You want to hold it and love it and keep it, and even if it's your money. And what you fail to realize about money is, the tighter you hold it, the more it begins to siphon away out of your hands. Same with love. See, in African tradition, the West African tradition of Ifa, money is a woman.
Oh.
Age. A-J-E. Age. Money is a woman. It's a female orisha. Age. You understand? Sometimes she's depicted as a man too. The son of Olukun. And the reason why I say this, oftentimes we hold too tight. This is why they say in Ifa, you treat the woman wrong, nothing good will happen for you. Right? I'm trying to point something out to y'all. When I say don't date ideas. You come from an impoverished environment, you're going to hold tight. You come from an environment that has too much, you're not going to respect what you got. Do you see the balance that needs to be achieved? Same thing in relationships. This is why leading clinicians will tell you. Wait, let me, on a side note, I saw something, somebody said, Zo get all his information from white people.
What?
Let me just say this. White people didn't create knowledge, we did.
That part.
I'm a black man first. We created knowledge as it is known today. We created language as it is known today. We created mathematics as it is known today. We created philosophy as it is known today. We created psychology, psychiatry. We created medicine. Anything that is knowledge is a creation of me. You say, Zo, you're going too far. How's it a creation of you? Because my genes, my DNA goes all the way back to God. And so does yours. He got all his information from white people. What? White people show me more respect than you do. Why is that? Why is that? Don't date your ideas. Sometimes we over-idealize. Oh my God, if I only had this kind of relationship. Oh my God, if a person only behaved this way. You don't realize that you're asking people to behave in accordance with what hasn't been healed most of the time. I'm going to say it again. No disrespect to anybody, because I respect everybody's opinion, but a high value man can't just be based on what's in your wallet. There has to be a spiritual currency. But just like white people who don't really, many white people, excuse me, not some but all, but just like many white people don't understand spirituality. Spirituality is not something to be conquered like the world. You do know that water is about to be the thing that wars are going to be started over.
Wow.
Because water is exceedingly limited on planet Earth. What they call, water is a part of what they call the commons. Commons, water, air, land. There's an impending war that's brewing. This is why population control has been on the table. This is why you get companies and corporations that own water sources. How do you own water? In Ifa, you refresh your house and your plants with water. Ile tutu, refresh my house. You pour it out. Where you think the gangster niggas got? Pour some out for the homies, some libation. That's African, man.
This is for my homie.
They say, oh, well, we not all African. We came from America. And you mean to tell me that you don't see the similarities in the Native American belief systems as you do in Africa? How did they find cocaine in Egypt when cocaine is indigenous to America? Must mean we the same people, trading with each other. We all those people. They say, America is Egypt. Yes, I believe that too. That don't mean we different. We the same people setting up mounds over here and pyramids over there. Same people. How are those mounds on the same meridian lines as the pyramids? They're the same people. Where did your ideas come from? Who is the author of your belief system? Can I say it another way? Money don't mean more than meaning. A high-value man must have meaning from the inside out. Oftentimes, our outside reflects an idea of who we think we are. I think I'm a boss nigga because I drive a Mercedes and I got 22-inch rims. And I got on a Gucci belt with a matching Gucci shoes. And I have on Cuban links with jewels in them. Well, the white man who created, he didn't create diamonds, but he created the diamond industry because the Africans in South Africa walked by the diamonds like they was just rocks on the ground. So he created a whole PR movement to make marriage, you got to have a diamond ring. Well, then you got motherfuckers talking, the whole industry was fake. Just the Africans didn't give a damn about them diamonds. It has no worth on your finger. But it was a white company, De Beers Company, that made a whole movement that said, you ain't serious, right? Akira 34, I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm speaking a message to everybody. Please understand, I'm not arguing with anybody. I don't argue. I'm just passionate about a particular point that I'm trying to make, and I don't want you to be lost. Okay? That's a great analogy. Still arguing with people who are in Plato's caves, but I'm not arguing. I don't argue with the unwilling. Right? I don't do that. I just want you to know. That diamond don't mean nothing.
I got it from Jared.
Okay? Jared my ass. They created a whole damn industry to sell you a rock that has no purpose in your life. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I'm just saying, that's De Beers.
Oh, that is De Beers.
Okay? This is class time. This ain't arguing time. This is class time. Again, you're dating an idea that says, a man who loves me and wants to marry me, what is the standard, Sarah? How many paychecks must that ring be worth?
Oh, now depending on his job, if you work at McDonald's, he gonna have to save up 2 years.
That's 20. That's 24 paychecks. If you get paid monthly, that's 24 paychecks. If you get paid bi-weekly, that's 48 paychecks.
Amen, amen. But
they say 3 months salary.
3 months salary. Hey.
Do you see
I'd rather have a
money
house
in your life has pimped your intentions? Oh, Lord.
Oh, they say it's hard out here for them pimps, though.
Money, its place in your life has pimped your intentions because your intentions aren't true unless 3 months of salary is on that ring. And that ring is absolutely meaningless. Do you know you will be seen as a fraud, someone who is not serious? Your actions. I judge a man by his actions. If you really want it, put a ring on it.
They got a whole show about it.
Right?
Dang.
All these people with all these weird ass ideas about relationships and haven't done the research. 136 trillion $0.5 economy in America. That's how much money is in our economy. 136.5 trillion dollars. White folk got like 107 trillion of that. $107 trillion. You only need 305,000 to be in the top one, to be a 1%er in Black America. You just need $305,000 liquid. You're a 1%er. And if you don't know these numbers, and you got motherfuckers running around showing up at college campuses talking about hide your sons.
Oh, that's what happened. She did do that. Yeah. Okay. The renter effect.
Black people have 6.5 trillion. Damn near more than a quarter, damn near half of that shit is tied up in real estate and pensions. In other words, we're not liquid. We have less than $1 trillion liquidity. Maybe 300 million liquid. Of the 106 and $7 trillion that white folks have, 83 million homes, they're liquid $20 trillion. They liquid 20 trillion. How you got the same fantasies they got, but you ain't got the same bank account?
That part.
So you and your oppressor share the same ideas for a relationship, but you ain't got the same bank account they got.
No.
Right, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates alone are worth almost 2 white people. Just 2 white people.
Just two. Just 2 white people.
Just 2 white dudes worth $400 million collectively. Now throw in Tesla, throw in Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, throw in these guys. And somebody said, and you got the same savior. Ooh, Lord. I said, just like in the Matrix, the savior is a servant to the system too. I know people don't like it. Oh, you good. I know people don't like it. Peaches just walked in on the G side of the game with her motherfucking moon mask on. You can't date an idea. What I want you to do instead of dating an idea is be willing to date a process. He got to have 3 paychecks. And I can't date a man who worked for FedEx that makes $60,000 a year. That ain't enough. Okay, you guys are saying trolls are in here heavy? Then block them. Nikki Tyson, today is your day.
No, Nikki Tyson not a troll. She's not a troll.
No, she's about to be made a moderator.
Oh, congratulations.
Boom, today's your day. Handle your scandal like a vandal. You got a hunger like Felix Unger, and this ain't Tony Randall. Shout out to my homeboy IK. I'm talking about stay focused. Richard Harper, would you like to be a moderator so you can help me stay focused? Selfish ass. Hey, don't address them. Stay with the knowledge. That's what I'm here for this. On the real though, you see him trolling, block him. Because everybody think it's a game. I know your life is mediocre and bored and weak and nothing is going on, and this is your fun. This is your playtime. I get it. But I'm not here to play with you. Right? This is why I say don't date an idea. Don't date a concept. Disney sold us a concept. Okay? Disney sold us on a concept. And we thought happily ever after was something we should go after. Right? Who is that? Who that?
I went ahead and got
Well, no, he's fine. And he's gone.
And he's gone.
Here we go. Let's do it. I promise I'm going to get back to what I'm saying, y'all. I'm just adding moderators right now. People who want to get down with the get down and really make it happen up in here. You wanna dig?
Thank you, Keon, for the super chat.
I'm adding that. There you go. We got some people in here that want to moderate and then make sure niggas will stop playing reindeer games. He should have been a moderator. What is that, Xylon Farrell? I like that brother. He should have been a goddamn moderator. Yeah, solid brother. Trey Young says, shukran for all you do. Afwan. Let's get some folks in here that's gonna help keep the room respectful. Every room is not for shits and giggles. So stop dating ideas. Let's date a process. Hashtag IAP. It's a process. Let's take hashtag it's a process and turn it into IAP. I'm a process. Right? You got a lot of work to do in your life. The purpose for why you're here is to not be petty. It's to not be messy. I promise you, it's not. The purpose for why you're here is to understand what needs to be undone through the vehicle of relationship. We've made relationship recreation, which ultimately serves to wreck creation when we don't use it properly. Right? Right? When we don't use it properly, that's what happens. We wreck creation. Don't you know you wreck creation when you have no intentions on being with a woman after you've had a child with her? I've been there. I have been there. I'm not speaking from no lofty position to say, oh, I've always been in my child's life. Do you understand? My two oldest, I can say I was there the whole fucking time. My youngest, not so much. And I love him to death. He's a beautiful kid. You know, he rapping.
Oh,
and I support everything he does. And I got his back.
Yeah.
And we talk all the time. He stayed at my house for a little while. You understand? I love him. I love him dearly. He's only 19. You guys hear me talk about New a lot. But I also talk about this young man too. New is the young lion. He's my young panther. And being my son and me being his father taught me the most shit. That relationship has taught me so much. It has made me value fatherhood to such a degree. Because you can easily look at the kids that are super successful and really, really balling and doing all kind of different shit and say, yeah, I'm proud. But what makes me proud of my youngest son is that he rhyming. All my kids took one of my skills. My daughter is this amazing, beautiful artist. My son, my oldest son, is this super athlete. My youngest son took up the mic and now he's rhyming. You can find him on Spotify, Jusai. I want everybody to go support him. Jusai. 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 And what's so dope about him that I just love his creativity. What he's doing, he only 19. And what's so beautiful about what he's doing is he not rhyming like the 19-year-olds rhyme today. He rhyming like 90. He rapping like the whole 90s vibe. The way he raps, he be sending me records. Dad, check this out. How do you feel about this? And I be like, oh man, this is beautiful, son. I brought him on my show before. Him and my oldest boy, they came on the show, man. And my relationship with him mirrored so many flaws in me that that's one of my most valuable and trusted relationships. Just being his father helped me overcome some demons that I had been fighting and revealed some demons that I didn't know was even in there. Being his father was like having an exorcist come in and exorcise some demons. See, you see in them scary movies, you show them motherfucker, you show that demon in their face, their own face, they be like, oh, they don't see themselves. That's how relationship work. Have that kid put that mirror in you be like, oh shit, yeah nigga, that's you. That's you, dog, all you. That green shit in your mouth, all that's you. But his relationship has been one of my most treasured, invaluable relationships. Of course, my relationship with my daughter taught me a lot about how I value and treat women. The way I valued and treated women back in the day, I can't do that or do that to her. And what I love about her fire, like, she'll stand up and be like, nah, man, that ain't cool. Don't say that. Stay on your square, Dad. Stay in your spirit, Dad. I love this little girl.
My mama still would have knocked my teeth out for that one.
Your mama would have
knocked my teeth out. You ain't too old to come across my knee.
You understand? Where are your ideas from? Who is the author of your ideas? Are your ideas coping mechanisms that serve as scabs for unhealed trauma that you pick at internally? Sometimes picking at an internal scab is the same as accepting a situation shift into your life. That scab keeps that motherfucker from healing when you picking at it all the time. Right? Sometimes that situation shift comes into your life and you think it's there to irritate the wound after you figure out it's a situation shift, after you've labeled it a situation shift. But oftentimes that situation shift is saying, yes, this is going to hurt, but I'm peroxide. I'm alcohol. I'm about to clean this wound out. If you understand how you attracted me into your life. People say, they can't believe I be posting shit. You're a mirror, and every experience you have ever had is a mirror reflection of something done. Somebody said, something undone in your spirit. Somebody said, every situation? You motherfucking right. Because you're looking for a way to get out of your responsibility for co-creating a relationship you claimed you wanted at one point and now you don't. Your relationships are a reflection of the ideas, the culture, the belief system, the standards, the expectations that you were raised in. And if you finally come to the understanding that some of those beliefs were good and some of them were for the birds, you can then begin to get them out of your life.
So it's like that peroxide, you know, when you put peroxide on there and they bubble up the little white stuff.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's getting them germs out. My mama be like, look at it go. Look at them germs.
Sarah. I can't with Sarah. So don't date the relationship. Carl Jung said, what we resist persists. Right? You have the picture?
He said this one right here. Okay.
She not following me today.
Okay.
Normally she be right there.
I'll be right. Go. It's hard for me to see in the way it's set up. I'm sorry.
Carl Jung said, what we resist persists. That's the same as be around different people. What do you mean be around different people? When people be like, hey, change your circle. Nigga, your circle reflects your inside.
Thank you.
You can't change who you've attracted until you change you. If you broke, get around some millionaires. But you're broke.
It's going to make you feel broker.
I've explained this many times. You want to attract millionaires? Cultivate meaning. See, you don't have to have no money to attract millionaires if you cultivate an internal sense of meaning. That's something they can't buy. But if you broke and you're impoverished internally, as well as what's in your wallet, they see you as a beggar, a pauper, somebody that's trying to get put on.
Opportunist.
An opportunist. They've been surrounded by these kind of people, and they don't like fucking with those kind of people because they always want something. They're envious of them. I mean, I wish I was a millionaire. Well, what the fuck is you doing with yourself? Krishnamurti has a book called What Are You Doing with Your Life?
My Lord.
When you haven't cultivated meaning, wealthy people that you may cross paths with be like, what are they doing? It's a whole waste. If they even recognize you.
Oh. I always want you to hand them something.
Somebody said wealthy people are attracted by original ideas, thinkers, and creators. No fucking doubt.
Yeah.
What are you resisting that persists in your life that came from a past, or what I call a space-time event? Space and time are one thing, a space-time event. It happened at a moment in time, boom. And it caused you to create a callus over that event and try to protect it. What are you holding on to that should be let go? If America says black people largely has no wealth, then shouldn't we be wealthier than them if we said, okay, we don't have wealth in terms of biosurvival tickets, but we are wealthier than you in terms of spiritual evolution? Shouldn't the descendants of the first human beings on planet Earth, which were black, we're not talking about a nation, we're talking about the first humans on planet Earth, black, Homo sapien sapien. We are descendants of those people. Shouldn't we lapse them in spiritual technology the way they lap us, right? In technology, or material technology, functional, we should lap them in spiritual awareness. But we've become their wards. So what does that do? That makes us seek their lifestyle. De Beers. Release their way of thinking. You got to break up with cultural programming the same way you got to break up with familial programming.
Yep, every kiss begins with K. K Jewelers.
Every kiss begins with K.
You can't even get a kiss.
No, it don't. You can get a kiss without some jewelry, Nick.
For real.
How do you cultivate meaning? Find out why and how you became the only you to have ever existed. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Spoiler alert.
What does it mean to be the only you to be here, ever? See, the you before you, look, you saw Brother Cabernet, Brother Cabernet. He broke down how everybody got like 4 million ancestors. And you being here right now Because you're not an ancestor yet. You have the most ancestors than anybody that came before you in your line, right? This is crazy, right? Mm-hmm. You're the first you ever. What does it mean for you to be you? And why are you here right now at this time? Is it to risk it all and get a Gucci belt? Is it to risk it all and get as much money as you can get from the PPP loans? What are you here for? If greatness is your legacy and serves as a baton, what are you handing off? If you're here to overcome some things that happened generationally, right? Then the meaning should be your baton. And of course, please understand that your meaning, hey, thank you, Pooh, 410, and anybody else that I missed. Let me shout out everybody if I missed any.
Pooh
and
410, what's up?
Nikki Tyson, Keon Taylor.
That's the homie Nikki.
Hey, man, y'all get it popping in here for me. Anthony Glover Jr. Y'all show y'all love and support. Hit that super chat. Again, this channel subsists off of your love and kindness, your gifts. And as Sugar Chris says, you already know, man, we really appreciate it when you guys do that. Jonathan Edward, thank you. We appreciate it. Jonathan Edwards, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I'm going to tell you right now, your meaning is worth more than anything. Your purpose is worth more than anything. When you cultivate your purpose after discovering your true worth, guess what? You don't need approval, acceptance, acknowledgement. You don't need anything from anybody because now you understand what you truly mean. Right? We are relationally illiterate because we've been taught to look outwards to find validation, to find appreciation, to find approval, to find worth, to find esteem. We have it all. If you would just learn to love on yourself as you are, don't you know you can stop begging for your partner to do it under the guise of expectations? A deal breaker is a slick way of begging. It's a deal breaker for me if you don't do this. If you don't act like this, if you don't behave like this, if you don't. It's begging and it's building a bond of codependence. And your loyalty is attached to it. That makes it conditional loyalty. As long as you do what I signed up for you to do, then you're the love of my life. You can't be the love of my life if it's predicated off of what you do. The love of your life should be you. And then other people will come to you and be like, I appreciate how well you love on yourself. I appreciate your internal well of self-esteem, your internal well of self-worth, of self-approval. Regardless of your failures, you embrace the lessons that come from them and you love on yourself and you nurture yourself. If you do this for you, nobody else has to do it for you. And now, many red flags that you thought was a red flag ain't a red flag no more. Because you start to magnetize you start to magnetize the meaning you've discovered within. Now you're magnetizing other meaningful people. You will find many kinds that have been in search of you. But you can't do that until you get the relationship with yourself right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people turn this into isolation. When I say love yourself, I could do bad all by myself. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, Tyler Perry.
That's not what I'm talking about. Right? Societal programming taught them they are supposed to have you stimulate them. No. Stimulation is for escapism. Mm-hmm. You know how many people leave a relationship because the stimulation got dry? Mm. And stimulation is something you can get immune to. You got to turn up the stimulation.
Yeah. You don't want nothing dry.
You know, the level I came in on, it was almost too much stimulation, but now I done kind of regulated and got used to that level. Turn it up. No, that's not how it works. Ronald, thank you.
Thanks, Ron.
Stimulation is for escapism. Mm-hmm. So many people leave when the relationship spark, so-called, leaves. People who are after the spark really lack meaning within themselves. Sarah?
Yeah, because a lot of people that want stimulation want to be in a simulation. You know what I'm saying? They want it, not in a real relationship. They want to be in the holding section before you really get to one. They want to stay there. The fake one.
I want y'all, if y'all don't hit this girl's motherfucking Cashapp for that, Jewel, say that shit again.
They don't want stimulation. They want the stimulation causes simulation.
Damn. The stimulation comes with a simulation. Mm-hmm. Fucktards. God damn. You simulating love. You simulating relation. Fuck. Yeah. Man, if y'all don't hit Sarah, man. No, fuck that. Ooh-wee. Sarah.
I've been in a lot of fucked up stuff, so.
Hey, y'all, listen, just a quick, after that bombshell, just a quick reprieve. We about to take a quick recess because this motherfucker.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all needed a moment to fucking process what Sarah just said. Fucking Peaches then walked in here. Oh my! Just come stand in front of the camera. So, come over here. What the?
We're about to shoot some funny stuff.
Wait,
they can't see you. Just
yeah.
What the?
Just come on down. Is it?
You've heard of Mother Nature.
This motherfucker came in here dressed like the Great Pumpkin Patch from Charlie Brown. What?
Oh, my God. Oh, my friend.
You better not stay if you think this funny.
Somebody said, come on, outfit.
Outfit.
Somebody said, what's that? Pom-poms on her head.
She she dressed like a school bulletin board. You know how they
yes. My A+ was right there.
Bruh, y'all gonna want to know what you're doing.
Oh my God. What in the world? Somebody called you pumpkin pie. Yes, pumpkin. Come here, pumpkin. You so cute, pumpkin.
Bless her heart.
Oh, this shit is hysterical. Oh my God.
I'm gonna remove it so you can concentrate. I'll bring it back.
Okay, cause God damn. It just blew my whole mind. After Sarah, stimulation comes with the simulation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess I was the simulation.
No.
Anything you haven't healed. creates a simulation around it.
Yep.
Creates a matrix. A matrix that is supported by a whole bunch of wound protecting expectations. It's really frustrating, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we can't have unity, we can't have love for each other, and I'm not saying we gotta be a monolithic society. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if love and appreciation is at the foundation of how we interact, we can accept any superficial differences that may be in the relationship. So many people want people. Let me see. I've learned to question and understand much, brother Zo. Much, man. Thank you, Waylon. Waylon Kirkland. Thank you, sir.
Waylon.
We appreciate your love and support. But we can accept the superficial differences, right? We can accept those things because the foundation is love, right? The foundation is love. We don't have a foundation of love. We have a foundation of transaction. Stimulate my mind. Make me, what are we doing? This is boring now. You understand? We got a lot of that going on in relationships.
Yeah.
You can have money and not have meaning. All you got to do is just recognize. How many of you guys have ever lived in a gentrified town where when you was growing up, that town was black as fuck, but now, as you're older, you recognize the town has been gentrified and it's different. And you wind up going to different places that you used to hang out that feel different now because the city is gentrified. I feel that every time I go to Pasadena. I grew up in Pasadena. It was damn near 50% black. Jackie Robinson went to John Muir High. As a matter of fact, I'm about to speak at John Muir High next Thursday. I'm going there to mentor the kids. One of the listeners or followers of this show has a son there. And he told his son, y'all got a mentorship program. You got to get Zoe Williams in there.
Oh, that's what's up.
And his son called me from school. Yo, this is Taj.
Yo, this is out. What's up?
Now, I called Taj. He sent me an email, long-ass email, explaining the whole shit, right? Explaining the whole get down. So I go holler. You know, I see his number down at the bottom. I call Taj. Taj is like, yo, this is what it is. This is what we doing. Can you come? I said, yes, I'll be there. And then I said, but by the way, how did you hear about my show? He said, my father told me. I said, oh, man, that's beautiful.
That's what's up.
So I'm going to go there. I'm going to get suited and booted, put on that pinstripe, that navy pinstripe with the white stripes, the double breast. Wow. Finna go in there, fly on them.
That two-breast suit.
Finna show them love. 3G's podcast up in here. What up, fam? Shout out to the brothers over there. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna chop it up with them on some real. Right? But Pasadena used to be all black. Or not all black, but 50% black. Jackie Robinson went to John Muir High. Olympian Inger Miller went to John Muir High. Author Octavia Butler from Pasadena. Like, shit. What's my girl? Tamala Jones. Pasadena. Like,
Jones.
Hell, fucking Urkel.
Stephon Marquez.
He went to Marshall. He went to Marshall High. A lot of motherfuckers come out of Pasadena. Ricky Irvings play for the Redskins. Chad Brown, Michael Cooper, Stacey Augman, Jock Vaughn. Like, come on, man. Pasadena was ridiculous. Tracy Murray. Black folk was in Pasadena, man. And it was a black town. It was a real situation. But when you see it get regentrified and you try to go to places that you used to go that used to give you a feeling and a vibe, it don't feel the same no more, right? oftentimes, when you're regentrifying your soul, it feels the same way. When you raise the rents on wounds, you raise the rent on the unhealed wounds, the unacknowledged wounds that you've had, to the point where those wounds can't afford to live in you anymore. Then you start to recognize this is an entirely different me. The neighborhood I used to visit, right, in my wounds, in my sorrow, in my despair, that neighborhood is gone now. Vanetta, thank you. Vanetta Colbert, thank you. Marquise, thank you. Sarah, probably the smartest in the room. Much love to you and Zoe. Keep on. She probably is the smartest in the room.
No, I said I'm in the room with giants in the game, bruh. I'm humble. I'm still learning.
No. He gave you a compliment.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Oftentimes people.
Yes. I'll just say thank you.
Yes. Oftentimes people make compliments while making divisions. It's part of our brokenness. Can't just say, I really enjoy your intelligence, Sarah. It has to make a division.
You're the smartest in the room.
No, hey, and listen, I love to surround myself with people that are smart. I recognize Sarah was smart day one when I met her. You know, she might not be city smart.
No,
She's a little country
I'm not.
girl. She's a little country girl. And like I said, a mutual acquaintance of ours took advantage of her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Made her pay $800 to meet me. And when I found out, what did I do? Stop fucking with her.
At all.
And told her about herself, because she called me and was like, I have another client I'd like to bring on. And I said, no, you can't never come back to this show. Because you use my relationship with you to take advantage of this young girl who just got here. Nigga, Peaches looked out for Sarah. Peaches was like, oh, that's fucked up. From that situation, Peaches was like, come live with me.
Yep.
This girl took the girl's rent money, fresh off the motherfucking bus or plane or whatever. She just stole her money to meet me.
Yep.
That's some hoe shit. I didn't like it, and I stopped fucking with her right then. And
didn't have nowhere to live.
Didn't have nowhere to live and took her rent money to meet me. That's some fuck shit. And then fucking Peaches took her in.
Yeah.
And then put her out.
Yeah. But
After
after she got me a place though.
That's after she got you a place.
In a nice way, y'all.
I don't know how to say your name. Is it Shimmy? Chimmy? I don't know how to say your name, but
Shimmy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I'll be 29 on the 31st. Your teachings and external resources have forced me to observe all of me. Your platform was the best birthday gift I could ask for. Thank you, Zoe.
Wow.
No, thank you.
Wow, yes.
Thank you.
That's what it's about.
Thank you. I keep trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, you look cute in a little.
I swear to God, man, I keep trying to tell you, man. I be in here praying before the show.
That's right.
Because that's the kind of shit I want to hear. That's the reason why I'm here. And oftentimes people take a lot of the things that I say out of context. I be telling you about my behavior and how I developed and the wounds that I carry, that I had to regentrify, that I had to raise the rents on. And I don't be telling you that to sound like Billy Badass or Mr. Tough Guy. I hear that enough from my family. When I talk to my family, all they can say is, damn, you made it. You're alive. We didn't think that was going to happen. I'm so proud of you. My sister, FaceTiming her in my house, showing her my house. She going, nigga, from the projects to this, man, fuck.
Wow.
From foster care to here, man, I was on the phone with my sister today. We were just talking about our mother. She passed in 2009. Oh my God, what would she have said to see you where you are? Again, oftentimes people take it out of context. They think it's braggadocious. They think it's, I'm trying to be Mr. Tough Guy. That ain't it. but I will fuck you up.
Amen.
I've had to. I've had to do it. I've been put in position my whole life. One of my best friends was the biggest snitch in my whole fucking life.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd have fucked him up too.
This is a nigga I love to this day. I talk to his mama. His mama's, I've spoken eulogies for his family. He was one of the biggest snitches in my life. Because that colorism shit had him on one.
Dark skin.
Yeah. I was clowning motherfuckers who clowned him for his color.
Right.
Do you understand? Every time I was cheating on somebody, this nigga was on the phone with them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the nigga at the house right now.
What?
He over there. Well, let's get in the car and go over there together. What? I got ex-girlfriends from the past calling me 30 years later. Man, I wish I could have stayed with you, but your boy was shitting on you every day.
Damn.
Wow.
Man, he was a loudmouth Judas.
He was trying to get in them skin.
No, because what it was, it's weird, man. Like what it was this one girl, I was 2 years younger than her. She was a 10th grader on varsity, and I was an 8th grader.
Oh, no.
But I was in that ass. That was one of the first pieces of ass I ever had, and it was wonderful. And I loved it.
The ass was good.
It was.
And he told him.
We used to call her basketball booty, because she had 2 perfectly round buttocks. And she had one of them parents, she had parents that just kind of, they was just like, you guys are on your own.
What?
They was cool as fuck. And of course, I'm broke and poor. She lived in this fly area out just on the outskirts of Pasadena, real fly ass area. Nigga, they had them 1 liter quarts of soda. Them 1 liter sodas. Listen to myself.
And it was called
under the kitchen sink. Just stacks of them. Like, give me one of them Fantas. Give me one of them Orange Crushes. Get some ice.
Yo, come on. And they had ice cubes.
Make me a sandwich too.
This shit was crazy, man. She would pay for my bus fare to her crib and back to mine.
Oh, man, your friend is a fucking asshole.
This nigga terrorized her. I got a secret that you don't know about your boy. Would fuck with her the whole goddamn time. And finally, it broke her down. She was really distraught.
Wow.
And then he finally tells her, you know that nigga in junior high? Like me. He's same age as me. That nigga junior high.
And it's your boy?
When niggas find out that you with an 8th grader, like he was on her shit.
You had lied to her.
I didn't lie to her. I just didn't say anything.
Sin of omission.
She didn't ask. I didn't say nothing. And in the 8th grade, I had a grown man dick.
But not a grown man mind.
I sure didn't. She told me this. She was like, nigga, you got a grown man dick. I said, well, let's put this little motherfucker to work.
Well, let's try this bad boy.
Teach me how to use this motherfucker then.
Teaching you to learn.
I swear to God, man, her parents would leave. They'd be gone out to dinner. We'd be in there fucking.
In the 8th grade?
I was in the 8th grade learning a new life.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was a wonderful time. I've been through a lot.
If you went to school in 3rd Ward, you would have got fucked up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to the
No,
white
seriously.
schools.
I've been through a lot, man, with my friends, man. I've been through a lot with people that have been around me, man. And I love this brother. I love this brother. You know what I'm saying? I love this brother. To this day, we solid.
Wow.
To this day, we solid. We've known each other since we was 12.
Have you introduced him to any more of your females?
Nah. Nah, I'm cool.
Man.
Nah, bruh. No, of course. Over the years, I've introduced them to everybody I've ever dated. You know? Of course I have. We different now, but back then there was like some weird shit going on.
Yeah, he had issues.
I'm just saying, man, a lot of people think I be up here just to be bragging or talking crazy. Nah, I be sharing with you, like Kanye said, like it's just you and me. Because oftentimes I feel like that's what this platform is about, is transparency, right? Yeah. I'm not perfect. And like I said, I still got a lot of flaws, but I guarantee you, no, I can't guarantee you that. I'll just say this. I've been working on my flaws since I was 17. I turned 50, May 23rd. I've been working on my flaws since I was 17. And the more I work on them motherfuckers, the more flaws get revealed to me.
Amen to that.
So ain't nobody in a position to condemn or denigrate somebody that's hard at work on themselves. And I always say, if you ready to condemn somebody who is hard at work on themselves, you must first reveal your work, the work, all the things that you've overcome within yourself and all the things you have left to tackle. If you don't reveal that about you, you shouldn't have the free reign to just talk reckless and willy-nilly about folks that you may not know personally. I'm telling you, this relationship shit is real work.
Because you got calculator niggas. The one, they don't show their work. They don't do the whole, they don't even know. They just type that shit in, put bloop.
They ain't got no worksheet.
Exactly. And no worksheet. They just got answers.
Ain't worked no problem.
No problems.
This motherfucker said calculator niggas.
Oh, calculator.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
TI 81.
Niggas be like,
oh, TI 30.
it don't add up. Because you're not here.
You're at all.
He broke the problem down.
You're not experiencing.
But that works for somebody that's transactional because they deal in numbers.
Hilarious.
You guys got to put the work in.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's a work in progress. Right? I say IAP. It's a work in progress. Hashtag, it's a work in progress, or I'm a work in progress. Hashtag, IAP. If everybody is a work in progress, how can your ideas and concepts and beliefs about relationships be sound? They may be sounder than maybe someone else, right? If you have a concomitant experience that takes you to this level, they may be a little sounder. But that doesn't mean they're 100% sound in and of themselves. Your job is to find the weakness in your expectations. This is why we say don't date an idea. Don't date a concept. Right? Sometimes, like I said, we idealize our partners. This happens with what is called the enhancement bias. The enhancement bias is enacted within the first 18 months of a new relationship. Why? The two people in the relationship want it to work. So we tend to marginalize the flaws and the red flags that we see, which are just mirrors of the red flags within ourselves. We tend to marginalize that and aggrandize the good qualities. And that shit can only last for 18 months. They say that's usually an 18-month period what they call the honeymoon period. It's called the enhancement bias. I'm enhancing my partner by marginalizing what is reflecting back to me as a red flag. And the red flag in them is just a mirror of the red flag in you. And now I'm aggrandizing, oh, they're so funny, they're so cute, they're so sweet, they're so nice. I'm aggrandizing that. That's an 18-month period. They call it the honeymoon phase, the enhancement bias. We do that because we want the relationship to work. But people on the outside of the relationship who do not have the same investment in the relationship will turn and say, that shit ain't gonna last. Be your mama and them going, I'm telling you what kind of nigga that is. Because I dated the nigga before. Now you dating the nigga. I'm telling you, that ain't, you know how Big Mama be like, look, that one friend you got.
Oh, yes, Lord.
That nigga got to stay outside. Don't bring him in this house.
He got spirit on him.
There's a spirit on this man. That ain't, do you understand what I'm saying?
But a lot of times we don't look at the red flags because, like you said, they're reflect the ones we have ourselves, and we don't think we that bad. So therefore, you don't think they that bad.
You know why? Because you've only accepted half of yourself.
That part.
See, if you don't embrace your ugliness, you spending most of your time in an enhancement bias relationship with yourself. Oh my God. Oh Lord, you done put the enhancement bias on yourself. You ignoring your darkness, your shadow shit, and you over here with your good shit like this is God, this all I need. My humor, my sex, my checks. I got checks, sex, humor. Oh, I do got nice eyebrows. It's the eyebrows? Yes, the eyebrows. Oh, I dress nice.
You know what?
My sex game is a man. I work for Pac Bell. I'm just saying, you got the enhancement bias applied to yourself. You aggrandize your good points. You marginalize and minimize your bad points. That is the enhancement bias from an internal perspective. So if you're doing that to yourself internally, imagine what you're going to do to your fucking relationships.
Yep.
High value. Let's be high value. As long as I got bread, I'm going to get some head.
Yay.
Bread equal head.
Even the end piece.
Head. Even the end piece. Even that gnarled up, fucked up piece in the back. Give me that gnarled up slice of bread, the nub.
Hey, eat too.
Do you guys appreciate the message? Do you guys appreciate what we're sharing right now? Do you guys appreciate what I'm saying? Yes, I'm silly and I be acting crazy sometimes, but do you appreciate what's being laid down in front of you? Do you appreciate that? Somebody tell me right now, everybody put the fist up. Can everybody put the fist up that actually is getting something from this discussion? Can everybody put the fist up and let me know that you are getting something from this discussion? I'm not here to say if you ugly, you know, you don't deserve a good man or a good woman. I'm not here to say if you broke, you don't deserve a good man or a good woman. Remember, Jesus was broke. Buddha was broke. Buddha started as a prince and went into poverty. I'm just saying, like, meaning matters more than money. If you cultivate meaning, you will attract the money. You will attract not only physical money, paper money, opportunities, resources. You will attract internal wealth, which trumps everything else.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Internal wealth trumps everything else. Can we get over 200 people with the fist? Let's get everybody, put the fist up. Show the fist. Let me make my brother brotherhood, manhood. Let's make him a moderator today. Because that brother's a good brother. I did his show. We had a great time on brotherhood, manhood. His show was amazing. Is there somebody else in here that I may have overlooked that could possibly be a moderator that would enjoy being a moderator? Let's get 200 people up in here putting the fists up. Putting the fists up. Let me tell you now, we got some OG moderators in here. Sugar Chris, Mimi Williams, Reggie. Yep. We got a lot of them in here.
Where A-Brit
A-Brit, Atwater. We got some OGs in here, so y'all show your love to them and get in line with them. Rock with them. We got some solid folk that's on our moderator list. All right? So y'all show the respect due to the moderators that have preceded you. We got OG Yogi Fish.
Yes.
Please don't get it twisted. We got some real ones up in here that make sure ain't no fucktardery going down. Okay? So show your love, introduce yourself, shout each other out. You know, dig? Hit that like button. If there's anybody else in here that wants to be, a fucking moderator, y'all let me know. But I'm asking if this information serves you. Because it's useless if I'm on here and you don't get nothing out of it. It's useless if I'm not saying something that may shift your perspective. When I see the young brothers tell me he's 29 years old, about to turn 29 on the 31st, and that he's learned how to look inward, man, that made my motherfucking day.
Yeah.
I am greatly appreciative of those kind of words, man, and that's why I do it. All right? So, don't forget, Nova Time, hey. KBLA. Zoe Williams just signed up with Tavis Smiley's radio station. He has a new radio station, 1580 AM, KBLA. I got a new sports show coming out. It's going to be on Saturdays. I think our first one is this Saturday.
Wow.
Well, the Dodgers got to lose. If the Dodgers lose, it's this Saturday. If they don't lose, it's the following Saturday. But KBLA, that's Tavis Smiley's radio network. He took over legendary 1580 AM K-Day. He took over that. Now now K-Day is 92.3, I think. It's something like that. But K-Day used to be a legendary hip-hop radio station that broke many acts back in the day. Broke a whole bunch of acts. Run DMC, Fat Boys, LL, Curtis Blow, Melly Mel. We heard all of that stuff out here via K-Day, 1580 K-Day. K-Day had the legendary Mixmasters and Uncle Jam's Army and all of that stuff. Tavis Smiley has taken over that bandwidth on AM, 1580 AM, 1580 K-Day. It's an international platform. You'll be able to look it up, download the app, or find it on the web or whatever. But the Nova Time, that's when we get super hot after games have ended. We'll cover national sports. We'll cover regional sports. We'll cover everything that's breaking. John Gruden and all that stuff. We're going to cover all of that. We talked about all of that stuff on Tavis's show this past Tuesday. And we talked for the last hour of his show. And after his show, he was like, Zoe, man, that was so hot. He said, people been calling me throughout the show like, these guys are amazing. This thing is crazy. He was like, Zoe, you might want to come do my show once a week plus the show I give you. He was like, I love sports and I love to jump in with y'all. We was really in there going in.
That's what's up.
Nova Time, Zoe Williams, KBLA, 1580 K-Day. That's about to go down. We want everybody that's on here following us to support us over there. We doing big time work. We doing for real work. Real work is happening right here. Not only am I putting out all of these shows, me and Ray Grady, I want you guys to follow our individual Patreon, because the first episode of No Class is going to be on both of our Patreons. Now, after the first episode, we're going to migrate everybody over to a No Class Patreon page. All right? A No Class Patreon page. But the first episode is going to be on mine and his. Ray Grady is Ray Grady on Patreon. Zoe Williams on Patreon. I need all 200 of y'all to sign up right now to both these Patreons. Drop $5 a piece, man. You're going to love this episode where we talk about what reciprocity means amongst black men. Oh, man, it's going to be fire, man. We did a great episode, and it was like a behind the scenes. We weren't suited and booted for this episode, but it was behind the scenes, and they caught us having a real conversation about reciprocity, and they just flipped the camera on, and boom. So I need everybody to go to my Patreon, Zoe Williams on Patreon, go to Grady's Patreon. Let me tell you, Grady on Patreon, Ray Grady on Patreon, Ray Grady on Patreon. Now, his alpha male show that he does, the one he does at the pool table, at the pool hall, he's moving that exclusively to Patreon. So everybody go sign up to Grady's Patreon right now. Drop $5 on it. The episode that he got coming up is with D-Lay, him and D-Lay, and him and Craig Fax. So he's got a lot of unique stuff on his Patreon. I'm putting more and more stuff on my Patreon. Everybody go to our collective Patreons and sign up right now. Ray Grady on Patreon. Zoe Williams on Patreon. Flood the Patreon. It's only $5 a month. I mean, we tricked $5 on everything, you know. Everyone can talk.
Oh, I deleted it. I deleted it, yeah.
No. That's, people can,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
They just put something else on, but you know.
It's okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. So I really the guy that is about to turn have a birthday coming up and everything made me think about, you know, like people saying, like you're saying that, you know, trust the process. And I know people say you're building under construction, but a lot of people don't celebrate their progress that they've made in their lives. And you may be a building under construction, but it's sometimes you know, take time out and appreciate at least you done built your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? There's parts of your house that's already finished. And you move on to other parts to complete the house. But at the same time, just take time for self-care. A lot of times that involves go and take yourself out on a date. Stop being so thirsty for outside affection and appreciation. I do this to myself now. I actually go somewhere and sit down and love on myself. And it's been so helpful. I feel so much better now because I really take time to just like let myself know, you know what, you all right.
I love that. And sometimes hearing it from you is better than hearing it from somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't want to pronounce, is it Chime? I think it's Chime. I'll just say Chime. The brother said, my mirror, Grace, wanted to thank you as well. She really appreciates your show too.
Oh, and her name is
Grace. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Don't be modest for your success and hard work. Just don't be an ass about it. No question.
Thank you.
No question. I could easily be an ass. There's a lot of rumors. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of rumors, niggas talking and shit. I could really say, you want to take a look into this portfolio? You want to take a look?
Come on.
Into my neighborhood? You want to take a look at the... I could really be on some weirdo shit, but I see that as weirdo shit. It's none of your fucking business. I swear to God, just know this. I'm Kaiser Sose. This internet is not a true reflection of me, the man, the person. This information that I share with you is the truth. But if you see me on somebody's show filling a role, like I said, on Corey's show, I filled a role. I was the voice of reason. That is an actual role in radio. You have the intellectual irritant, the person that is supposed to bring drama. Then you have the host, who is the point guard, that's supposed to alley-oop the intellectual irritant and alley-oop the voice of reason. So there's a balance, there's a contrast. When I was on Corey's show, I was the voice of reason. I'm the person that brings the balance. So oftentimes, I would slip into funny, because I'm naturally funny.
Yes.
I'm not a comedian, but I am naturally funny. And I have timing. I know when to get in and when to get out. I know how to set comedians up to be funny and get out of the way. That's why I'm useful in that capacity, right? I know how to extend the conversation by asking tough, nuanced questions. I have a wealth of knowledge, so I can expand on things too. I can add information. I could take a conversation from being just funny into a really deep, inspirational space, right? Into an informative space. That's a role, though. Understand that. You get a realer version of me on Zolo.Mansions, on the ZoWhat Show, on the Voice of Reason show. You get a realer version, but you don't get the 100% blue magic Zo. That's something you have to experience. Do you understand? So oftentimes people see what it is online, and then they formulate an idea, a belief, or an opinion. And that is okay. You deserve to have your belief, idea, and opinion. Just don't delude yourself into thinking that it's true.
Come on.
Tunes 1531, I celebrate 41 years on Earth today, and I've been listening to you for 2 years now, and I must agree with you. That statement by Chime, thank you, Zo. Your information is the truth.
Oh, I'm 41 too. Hey.
But listen, like I said, I mean nobody no harm. I mean nobody no disrespect. It's all love. It's all love until motherfuckers see me in person and show me something different. All right? I am 100% man. And, you know, I've been fighting motherfuckers that been hating and talking shit for years. From elementary school all the way till now. So, you know, shit. It just is what it is. What I can't do is allow that to get in the way of the inspiration that I've been sent here to share. You know it?
Oh, wow. Okay.
We got niggas. Niggas. Trolls.
Yeah, they're heavy.
And just because somebody else did you wrong, don't mean everybody that, let me tell you something. We live in a world, I've been saying this for years, niggas are quote hunters.
Quote hunters.
Niggas are quote hunters. They just want to sound deep. But have you actually done the work? You can go, I got 10, 20, 30 years, not that long. I got at least 15 years of shows. 10, 15 years of shows on motherfucking YouTube that we've been saying a lot of the talking points that other people are saying today. We said that shit 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Motherfuckers hit me all the time like, nigga, yo, bro, you said this shit in 2014. You said this shit in 2012. I've been doing this shit for a long time. You understand? And it's a lot of people who want to sound spiritual, want to sound deep, want to sound like they know some shit. But really, they just quote hunted.
They footnote niggas.
They footnote niggas. And that's cool.
Them FTNs.
Do you get in where you fit in? Because guess what? Even those kinds of people speak to, pronounce Shime. Okay, brother. It's pronounced Shime. It's Igbo. Alafia. I hear you too, Sarah. You've gotten so much wiser since you first came on the platform years back. Thank you so much. Thank you, fam.
Thank you.
Again, like I said, sometimes the people who are parroting are useful too. Many times, oftentimes they're useful. You know why? Because I'm speaking to my group, my generation, the new generation who parrots different pieces may be speaking to theirs. And that gives the message longevity. So I'm cool with it. I ain't tripping on nothing. You'll hear me say, cite your sources. A lot of people don't want to do that. But it's cool. It's cool. The spirit is going to take care of the spirit. We're going to be okay. And just because somebody used spirit to abuse you doesn't mean everybody who uses spirit is an abuser. Just because somebody used some deep science words, just the words of deep science, to fuck you over, doesn't mean everybody is looking to fuck you over. I don't want to have nothing to do with the unwilling. If you're unwilling to do your own work, I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Well, you can get just because you get a dinner can from the grocery store, you still gonna get some food from somewhere else, child.
Right.
It's all right.
And how is it that this motherfucker keep being able to comment?
I don't know.
Any show that has Zoe Williams on it is useful to all who will hear. All right. Well, listen, we got to go. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's a good note. That's a good place to end on. Please don't forget to go to Amazon.com and get your Shrouded Lighthouse Kindle. I need you guys to go get that Kindle. Please go get the Kindle, read it, and leave comments. You can leave comments on Goodreads. You can leave comments on Amazon.com. We got to get the algorithm on Amazon to kick in so we can start getting some promotional support from Amazon.com. Please go get the Shrouded Lighthouse, How to Discover the Silver Lining in Any Situationship. Please do that for me right now. If you already have your Kindle version and you've read some of it, please leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. Zoe, thank you for introducing me to Krishnamurti. He has some amazing interviews on education and society. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Thank you all. We appreciate you all. Share your love with Sarah. She did an amazing job today. I thank you guys, and I'm out. Deuces.